Hello everyone, welcome back to Drastic Reacts. I'm Dino, I'm your host. Let's get straight into the clips.
Скорее всего, объект НЛО сканирует или что-то проверяет. Слушай, значит нас не обманули, что правда там было включение или объем. Вот он ищет кого-то. Что такое? Ты видишь это? Снимай слушай на камеру. А то даже там не поверят. Офигеть. Да? Смотри, что это висит.
I think that was real. What do you reckon? Put it in the comment section. You think that was fake or you think that was real? This is newly released thermal tracking footage, which was captured a mysterious dark spot. I ain't got a clue what that is. Great. These are the UAP videos that are going to get dropped to us, are they? More grainy black and white images that we can't tell anything about. Thank you, Donald. Next clip. 2 UAPs are spotted. Stunning night footage captured over Vancouver reveals 2 bright UAPs. Oh, look at them.
I keep telling y'all, it's a reason they're hiding shit from us in Antarctica, but the truth is about to come out. So some information leaked about Beyond the Wall in Antarctica, and this shit is crazy. So what's being said is, there is basically a civilization living beyond the wall in Antarctica. And there's only a special group of people that knows about this, and it's only a special group of people that can go there. They're also saying that there's a group of people there that look exactly like you and me. No, really, like you and me, like our doppelgangers. And for whatever reason, the people there age different. They also said there's another group of people there, different beings, a different race, along with animals we've never seen before. And not only are the animals different, the water there is different. The ice there is different. They're saying that the ice there has some type of special powers, healing power, different trees, sort of like the tree of life. The water, sort of like the fountain of youth. You know, where you drink the water and you live forever? Now you gotta ask yourself, why have they been hiding this place from us? Why can't we go there? Why is it that every country, every place here can go to war anywhere, but it's a treaty in Antarctica? Tell me that, and then tell me what you think. I'll tell you this much. Whatever the truth is, you can't hide it forever. Pay attention.
Well, before we get into this one, yeah, I mean, that fella, he does some cracking videos, but that Oliver Tree done a documentary. Now, I ain't watched it, and I really want to know if it's worth watching. So if any of you could do me a favour and just, if you've seen it, say yes or no, Dino, watch it, or don't watch it. And because I did see the clips, and it looks a little green screenish, or he's just used a really bloody good camera, one or the other. And yeah, I don't know. It's just sad about him anyway. So next clip.
It's moving again. What is that? Look at how it moves.
The sun is born. Only a star. think that's AI. I'm going to say I think that's AI. But there's a clip later on coming up, and I'm not so sure that one is AI. So please stay and watch it, because I need some advice on that one, whether it's real or not. I need to do some research, but another thing, what you're seeing here is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own fact checking and all of that, because I don't do any. I just look at the clips and then show them you lot if I think they're worthwhile watching. I didn't even used to watch the clips because I wanted to have a reaction naturally with you lot, if you know what I mean. But I then realised you can't tell if they're good or bad clips. And one of my reacts was just pure bad clips, man. But I just had an unlucky run of them. So anyway, let's crack on with this one. His feet going. That's kicking. Oh, I don't know about this one. I really would like that one to be true, because I'm a God-fearing man again now, and I'd like to think that's how angels look, kind of, but I mean, we know from Book of Enoch and that angels can look many different, well, I think they can, but there was a video a while back of like a jetpack rocket man that looked like that, look, it was all glowing, and I thought that was real, so that could be real. If you know, let me know. This is a Nagaku Morituru, an image of a coronal mass ejection from the sun. Looks to me like a bit of a... Someone's just switched infrared on, that's it. An evening, night sky. A bit mercury across the screen, because I don't believe that one for a second. Oh, Viktor Grebennikov. Clever man. Before I start this one, I've actually done a bit of research on him, so I can tell you now that this, I think, is factual. That it will say in the clip. I'll let the clip do the talking.
It's a man named Grebennikov from Russia. Grebennikov was kind of a non-conventional scientist. He was an entomologist, did a lot of work with bugs, entomology. And his favorite thing was to go out into the steppes of Russia and into the various outer hinterlands and camp out in the summers and study his favorite subject. And on one of these expeditions, he started seeing some weird effects. This is all explained in great detail on the AchilleNet site if you type in Grebennikov and his flying box or gravity platform. But anyhow, the result of this was to show that he found a certain bug that didn't fly, it levitated. And this was, he'd put this bug into a little vial or something, and he saw this vial jumping up off the lab table, jumping up and down. And of course, this is patently impossible based on any time of normal physics. So he got into this, and he found out that the bug wings themselves were creating an anti-gravity phenomena under certain conditions. And of course, what we have here, if you analyze, I think I found the bug. It's actually a beetle. And if you analyze this bug structure, you see a hexagonal pyramid structure array throughout the entire bottom.
I think they're trying to tell us this is how they built the pyramids, and that's why the scarab skeletons, I can't think of the name for them, but they're all over the Egyptian artwork, if you know what I mean, all in the engravings and all that. You always see them. You always see them. Maybe that is that they figured out that you can get anti-grav from that. And maybe that's how they built the pyramids, moved them blocks all them miles. They just use insect wings, bit of electrical current. That would then explain the Baghdad battery, maybe.
Wing of this bug.
Supposing.
Turns out that beetles have two wings. The top wing is called a wing cover, and what the beetle does is it lifts this wing cover up, and then it flips out its lower wings, or inner wings. Now the bug cover protects the inner wings, but when it gets excited or something, it flips these other wings out, and it flaps these other wings, and the inner wings flap a little, and this beetle goes gyrating around. They can't fly very good, but they sure levitate great, I guess. And anyway, he took a whole bunch of these bug wings, and he glued them to like a Venetia blind structure, and he put it into a little platform he built. So they were all, these bug wings were all covered in here. And he used I theorize he used the wing covers as well as the inner wing itself. There's also a kind of a handlebar on this thing with some controls. You can see the thing a little better here in detail. The controls, I think, had to be manipulated continuously and probably vibrated to create the same action that the bug was doing. There's also down at the base some kind of a lever, which I suspect controlled the amount of lift he was getting out of this thing. Anyway, Grebennikov claimed that he could fly this thing, or levitate it, and it would go around at almost 1,000 miles an hour. Now you ask, how can that happen? You know? Well, he said that there was an energy field that built up around this thing due to this gravity field building up in the platform. And by this thing building up, it built out a force field that basically surrounded him and protected him from the local environment. So even though he was flying at 1,000 miles an hour, you could go, you could be wearing your Sunday best suit and not get it flutter a bit at 1,000 miles an hour. I'm not sure I'd want to stand on something going 1,000 miles an hour that's 2 feet square. But this picture here shows him sitting on the ground. And these pictures are much better if you get on the KeelyNet site. This is the platform with him on it about 3 to 6 feet above the ground, because here's the shadow here down below. Now you could say this is all faked, but if you get into the other things he did with shape, they almost mirror the stuff that I discovered, and it proves, I guess, that there's either two crazy people in the world, or there's two people that have found the same discoveries. So I think that this is a valid phenomenon, and I'll show you why. Next slide is a micrograph that I took of a beetle inner wing. This is at 100x. If you look closely at this thing, you can see rows of bumps all along the bottom of this wing, and each row is staggered from the next row next to it, and this is all over the surface of the bottom of the wing. Now, I don't know of any aerodynamic surface that has bumps all over the bottom to help it fly better. If you blow this up to 430x, you can start to see some of this microstructure of the cells that form where these bumps are. The next slide, at 970x, you start to see what these bumps that stick up are. They're hairs, look like hairs or fibers that grow out of the center of these hexagonal cells. And of course, this harkens back to my basic shape power discovery, is that each one of these, because of their shape going down to a point, is creating a magnetic field. And remember, a magnetic field is a rotating piece of vortex in each.
Yo, I need it all cool, y'all.
Dr. Viktor Gorbenikov, man, what a geezer. I think, yeah, and obviously I've no like formal education to do with anti-gravity or any kind of stuff like that. But if they say it's a cone structure and it's underneath the wing and it's not a smooth aerodynamic surface, maybe the electrostatic charge is like spread across all the cones and it's just riding an electrostatic wave. Does that make sense? Tell you what, I amaze myself sometimes. Hold the clip. Yeah, I'm not having that one. That's Harry Potter bloody taking it. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, the missus popped round some bits for me. God bless her. Roll with the clip, shall we, eh? Harry Potter, man. This is Ashton Forbes, the Epshampton Hill Crop Circle, July the 4th this was. Soft violin music. A good time to say, if you like all of this stuff that I'm doing, you can like, comment and subscribe. Comment and subscribe, please. Oh no!
妈呀！这个妖风太吓人了。
I couldn't have said it better myself, love. Oh my giddy days. God knows what it means. I don't even think I pronounced half of it right. See, now this is why I don't look. If you look down at the ground in this photo, you can see all the lights twinkling like this up there. And I've had the flare of it when I'm using my Canon camera. Some stars or like other lights, they can look like can look like that. Good thing, if you've got an outdoor camera, go into an outdoor camera app at night time and look at lights, and that's exactly what they look like. So, sorry mate, it's a cracking bit of footage, but probably just a satellite. Or audio sunlight thing. Remember, they got that, it's gone through test phases. You can order sunlight soon. That goes commercial. People will be doing it just for the crack, won't they? Just to show their mate. Oh no, they won't actually. It's £1,000 for 5 minutes, something like that. Not even something more than that. But as much as I appreciate everyone who puts the work together for these kind of clips, this one is boring me. Ciao. Human by design, Indonesia, volcano eruption.
Iwa, tirga apa dyan pag iwa, iwa?
Oh God.
Iwa, kasan masih di bawah kaliburan.
Look at that.
Kakak dun sa to?
Is this
Motoran ba?
Ano? Ay, kalo.
Ini apa ini?
Please, if you know if this is real footage, put it in the comment section, because that would scare them. Scare them.
Yang lebih lagi.
Ngeri.
Ini karena lebih mana tu? Oh.
See, look, here in the UK or in the Western world, the way we live, I mean, we are privileged in that sense because we don't have to put up with the likes of, well, definitely in the UK, we don't have to put up with the likes of volcanoes and supercell storms and all of that. So, I mean, I can imagine if you were used to it happened all the time, but frequently, you would kind of be like, that's just another, volcano eruption. But how many volcano eruptions must you have to go through before you get like that? And then you just stroll by on your motorbike as if it's just another thing in the sky, man. Wow.
Tiga kali, bet. 3 kali betul.
Ini di atas kepalanya kita nih mah.
Ay, memang. Oh, kita kepala bani. Dekat. Hindi na hali sa tiyan kirim tu. Ketiri tu, iba. Ang hali sila ketiri begini nih. Dari mau meri sa ada. Dia boleh aja.
What was that lightning?
Sa dapat tuh. Petir di yang baru meletus tuh. Ada petir.
Kind of electrical effects from it all. Me not being a volcanologist, I wouldn't know the types of things. Refrain from commenting then, you idiot.
Ini di atas kepala ini.
There's a face in there, pareidolia.
Ewa, jam di ibet lagi.
Two separate pieces of metal can fit together so perfectly.
I just want to say that is real, and I think it is because there's been a few volcano eruptions recently, but thoughts and prayers to all the people of Indonesia who are going through that now. I mean that. God bless you all, man.
That there's not even the tiniest gap. You'd swear you're touching a single solid block. It looks almost unbelievable at first glance. So how is such extreme precision possible? The secret lies in electrical discharge machining, also known as wire cutting. The process uses a continuously moving fine metal wire.
Wonder if they got the idea for that from the way ladies have their eyebrows threaded. You know, like, you never know.
It creates high-frequency electrical discharges between the wire and the workpiece, generating temperatures of 8,000 to 12,000 degrees Celsius. This intense heat melts or vaporizes the metal locally, and a special fluid flushes away the material, shaping the exact cut. The result is incredibly detailed. Cuts can be made down to the nanometer scale. For metal parts with highly complex internal structures and extremely tight tolerances, wire cutting is the only method that can achieve such precision without causing deformation. Plus, the edges come out smooth and burr-free. That's why what looks like a single solid block is often just separate parts joined together. The seams are simply too small for the naked eye to see.
Well, here on Drastic Reacts, we do like to try and make every day a school day. And I'm telling you this for me today, because I didn't even know that existed. Wow. Wow.
Fucking crazy.
That much Timothy. Look at his bloody face, look at that. That's an
F-35.
Me. Doors look good there. Imagine flying that. Just... Look at the burners on. John F. Kennedy Jr. These are the lights above Venezuela before the earthquake. No, that was Indonesia, the last one. Venezuela's South America. Where's Indonesia? That's not South, that's Philippines. Oh, I don't know if I can buy this. If any of you know out there if this is real or not, please put it in the comment section for me, because if this is real, you'd have to think it's related to the earthquake, wouldn't you? Jump a little. Really don't look fake, does it, to be honest? I mean, it looks incredible. I wouldn't say it looked fake.
This Soviet Air Force footage was obtained by a group of Russian ufologists.
I know that voice. Tell me in the comment section if you know whose voice this is narrating this clip.
It was declassified by the USSR's Ministry of Defense just before Boris Yeltsin took power. What we're looking at is a view from the cockpit camera of a MiG-23 Flogger, scrambled to intercept two unknown targets. What we see now is an apparent merging of the two targets. Here is the same shot slowed down. These are obviously not typical flight characteristics of NATO or any other conventional aircraft. The MiG lost visual contact with this object or objects, and there has never been any official identification. The next clip was shot from a MiG-25 Foxbat, and what we're about to see is actually an American F-16 Falcon about 200 meters away. What happens next is that a new object appears from behind the clouds. It was not identified. The new object suddenly descends and disappears into the clouds. Once again, here is the American plane at the same altitude as the MiG. And now here is the object as it appears behind the F-16. And here it emerges from behind the F-16, then goes down and enters the cloud bank. Now, in this final piece of footage, we will once again be looking at a cockpit camera view, this time from a MiG-21. The camera plane and three others were scrambled to intercept an unknown craft flying at very high speed, which is visible here as a large, cylindrical-shaped object. And as the Russian planes close in, the UFO suddenly picks up speed and disappears.
We were interested in the high-speed potential of this object. The size of this one is estimated to be about twice the size of a MiG-21. With technology available to us and the Americans, it should not be able to move as fast as it does.
Wow. Do you just remember there was a clip a good few years ago, Concorde, and then there was a white object bobbing up and down beside it, almost similar to that. Well, it is similar to that. What was my point? My point is, like, this isn't new to pilots, this kind of thing. We know that. But the objects like that, I think, this has just come to me, so I'm not going to make up like this is. I've known this all anyway. I think they were testing. Remember the MH plane, whatever it was, had the 3 objects around it spinning, and then it disappeared. I reckon they were testing one of the objects at a time before they got all 3 working. You can thank me later.
I look like it. Hey, what is that, bro? Dude, I don't know about a cell phone tower, Monk. Monk, I don't think it's a cell phone tower, bro. Dude, I've never in my life seen anything do what it's doing. Wait, you should come look at my phone. I can't stop this. I've never seen any cell phone tower do what this is doing.
Whether you believe me or not, it's up to you, but I think it was late 80s, early 90s, over our town, Leamington, there was a massive UFO. The next day in the papers, there was an article, over 1,000 people had rang the local police station panicking, and I saw this thing go above, and it went across over the Campion Hills Way. If you know, you know. Anyway, it was like that. It was square shaped, but it was like cubed. It was cubed, like a block of flats floating silently in the sky. Never seen anything like it. One thing I remember is on the edge, on the side of it, there was like cross beams of, like, it looked steel to me, like cross beams of steel along the edge. Telling you, that's a fact. Go look it up. In fact, I tried the FOIA request to the local old bill to get the files on it. They sent me some others, but that had nothing to do with the one I asked for, which made me more suspicious.
You sure, bro? That is a spaceship. Wait till you see this shit. Because if that's a cell, then where's the other one at? No, the cell phone towers are over there on that side, down that end. Yeah, those are cell phone towers. What the fuck is that?
Language.
I have never seen anything like that, bro. That thing's like scanning us and uploading us. It's just hovering.
Oh, it might be.
Are you 100% that that's a, Yeah, okay. Wait till you see this shit. This is wild, dude. Is somebody else looking at this thinking that's weird?
Anybody else here?
Yeah, you kind of got a good point there. We are kind of the only... Dude, that is a triangle.
I think that's square, if you look.
And it is doing something. Alright.
What do you think? I think it's legit, that. Just don't know what it is. Is that a plane hiding in the clouds? What is that? What is that? That's got to be AI. I'm calling AI on this.
Welcome to the future of robotics. Let them help you. Chores around the house, there isn't anything they can't do.
The next marvelous advancement in robotics is artificial intelligence.
The next advancement in robotics is Elon Musk's put a microchip inside a monkey's head.
By studying the human brain, we have given independent thought and life to robots, allowing them to join the American workforce almost like real people.
Now, a new technology is bridging the gap between humans and AI, making us closer than ever. By scanning your own facial features, we can give them to a fully robotic body, making them more human than human. With a simulant, the future's never looked better.
AI is integrated into all parts of our day-to-day life. They cook our meals. They drive our cars. They are our civil servants, keeping the peace. And with the new state-of-the-art defense system, they even...
Now listen, I think that's what their plan is, me. I don't want to be a doomsday thingy, but what do you think they're going to do once Elon Musk got 1 billion robots, humanoid robots? Would you think they're just going to say, come on, you know what's in the post?
Know how many technologically advanced civilizations there are in order for us to be able to detect them. Otherwise, we can't detect them. Right? We're not going to the other star systems. We will not be able to find aliens unless they send us information or come and visit us. Otherwise, you could say the one possibility is they don't exist. Now, they might not exist now, but it doesn't mean that they didn't exist in the past.
I got a hot question for you. Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go.
Coming in hot.
Back in 1950, Enrico Fermi, a Nobel Prize-winning physicist and one of the fathers of the atomic age, was having lunch with colleagues at Los Alamos when he asked a question that still unsettles science today. Where is everybody? The universe is enormous. It's ancient. And based on the sheer number of stars and planets, it seems like life should exist somewhere else. Yet so far, we have no confirmed signal, no confirmed contact, and no undeniable evidence that another intelligent civilization is out there. Can you break down what Fermi paradox is?
Yeah. One of the people he said that to was an old friend of mine who's deceased now, named Herb York. He's one of the founders of UC San Diego. I miss him a lot. He was a great person. Built the atomic bomb and then spent many years, as many warriors do, advocating for peace afterwards. No one knows more about wanting peace and the goodness of peace, I guess, than you who fight the wars, right? So he helped develop the atomic bomb, and he was at that lunch with Enrico Fermi.
He's asking about the Fermi paradox, not the war paradox.
When he posed this question, well, you know, kind of a side quest as they're building the atomic bomb, right? So the concept is that the universe is vast, but let's just restrict ourselves to the galaxy. Our galaxy is a few hundred, maybe 100,000 light years across, meaning light takes 100,000 years to get from one edge of the galaxy to the other edge. There's about 100 billion stars in our galaxy. There's about 100 billion galaxies in the observable universe. That's 100 billion squared stars in the observable universe, each one with 10 planets, call it, around it. You get numbers that are incomprehensible. 1 million planets in the observable universe, 10 to the 24th planets, right? So it just becomes crazy. And then you think, well, if only 1% of them have life on it, that's 10 to the 22nd power. You know, it's an insane number. So the universe is huge. There's a lot of opportunities for life, for planets. And yet, as you say, we have no evidence that rises above scientific truth or evidentiary standards. And this is going back 84 years when he said this in Los Alamos, right?
Wow.
So this kind of shows you that back then they didn't think they had evidence. It was right before Roswell, by the way. And then nowadays we don't feel like consequential evidence exists at the level of scientific proof, right? And even those with the most invested in it, like Avi Loeb, will not say, as he didn't tell you, he didn't say we have definitive proof, right? He said he's a careful scientist, right? He said we don't have evidence yet, and that's fine. Does that mean they don't exist? Absolutely not. It could exist, and there's many different reasons that could explain why we don't see what we don't see.
Right. If I was a barrister and you asked me which case would you like to try based on the evidence for conviction, I would choose the UFO files, because I think the evidence, if you put it before 12 people of a jury, it'd be a conviction, 12-0. Come on now. Release the real files, Donald.
Even like it's like fine-tuning things that I just literally, whether I would want to just deal with it longer or not, I can't. I will get physically nauseous, whatever. I don't have an appetite.
How are you feeling, love? I think I'm going to do a quick rewind my selector on that. Stone Dave, the eagle with the pancake and cat on the morning of April the 18th, 1960. Wow. It's on weird. Avatar champion, 1992. UAP Wincy, UFO object is scanning or checking something.
Объект НЛО. Сканирует или что-то проверяет. Слушай, значит, нас не обманули, что правда там было крушение или объем. Может, он ищет кого-то. Что такое? Ты видишь это? Снимай, слушай на камеру.
Yalla, Emshay.
А то даже там не поверят.
Emshay.
Офигеть.
UFO reporter, newly released thermal tracking footage captures a mysterious dark spot. Well, it just looks like the Go Fast to me. There's no music, there's nothing to it. It's already boring me. UFO reporter, stunning night footage captured over Vancouver reveals 2 bright UAPs and a little fly. Satellites.
I keep telling y'all, it's a reason they're hiding shit from us in Antarctica, but the truth is about to come out. So some information leaked about beyond the wall in Antarctica, and this shit is crazy. So what's being said is, there is basically a civilization living beyond the wall in Antarctica. And there's only a special group of people that knows about this, and it's only a special group of people that can go there. They're also saying that there's a group of people there that look exactly like you and me. No, really, like you and me, like our doppelgangers. And for whatever reason, the people there age different. They also said there's another group of people there, different beings, a different race, along with animals we've never seen before. And not only are the animals different, the water there is different. The ice there is different. They're saying that the ice there has some type of special powers, healing power, different trees, sort of like the tree of life. The water, sort of like the fountain of youth. You know, where you drink the water and you live forever? Now you gotta ask yourself, why have they been hiding this place from us? Why can't we go there? Why is it that every country, every place here can go to war anywhere, but it's a treaty in Antarctica? Tell me that, and then tell me what you think. I'll tell you this much. Whatever the truth is, you can't hide it forever.
No, you cannot.
Pay attention.
I am. Listen, if any of you have seen that Oliver Trees documentary about the Antarctica, let me know if it's worthwhile watching, please. Because I've seen a few clips and it looked too real. It looked like almost green screen. I don't know. It just looked, he must have had top cameras, all I'm saying, for it to look that real. But sad news about him now.
What is that light? It's moving again. What is that? Look at how it moves.
Here comes a little sun popping his head up, look. Sun is Born. It's a sequel to A Star is Born. Tell you something. I could believe that they've got tech like that, because it would explain why we see all these strange suns and moons in the sky. Quick joke for you. Did you know that in Saudi Arabia they don't show the Flintstones, but Abu Dhabi do? I I think I've gone through all the clips, people. That's it. Thank you for joining me. Please, if you like what I'm doing, like, comment, and subscribe. It's all free. I have no sponsors. I am not monetized. And what you are seeing is for entertainment purposes only. God bless you all. Ciao, bells.